morning, all of you, for a wonderful day. Due to the coronavirus, country is running down, so your education should not be spoiled. So, we have started the online classes. Stay at home, take care of yourself. Today, we start the first chapter, that is the crop production and the management. In the previous class, you have learned all living organisms require food. Plants can make their food themselves. Animal and human being cannot make their own food. We get our food from the plants and animals or both. The food provided to our growing populations, we need to adopt certain agriculture practices. Crop. Same kind of the plants grow and cultivated at a place constitutes a crop. Crop are the different type like cereals, vegetables and fruits. According to season, crop can be classified into the two type. First is the Kharif crop, second is the Rabi crop. Kharif crop, the crop which are shown in the rainy season are called the Kharif crop. It's shown the June to September. For example, paddy, maize, groundnut, या cotton. Second is the Rabi crop. The crop which are shown in the winter season are called the Rabi crop. It's shown in the October to March. For example, wheat, pea, mustards, या gram. Then we discuss the basic practice of the crop production. First is the preparation of the soil, showing the seeds, adding the manure and fertilizer, irrigation, protecting from the weeds, harvesting, storage. We are discuss the one by one. First is the preparation of the soil. The most important step before the growing the crop. In which step turn the soil and loosen it because root to penetrate and breathe the soil. Thus loosen the soil help in grow the earthworm and microbes present in the soil. These organisms are farmer friends because it turn the loosen the soil and add the humus. Some implements are used to loosen the soil by the plugs या cultivator. Okay students. Process of the loosening and turning of the soil is called tilling या plucking. The next is the showing of the seed. It is also very important part of the crop productions because showing the good quality seed are selected. Good quality seed are clean and the healthy seeds because it give a high yield. Some traditional method of the showing the seed like the seed drill. You see the picture is used to showing the seed with the help of the tractors. These tools show the seed uniformly at a proper distance and the depth. Save the time and the labor also by use the seed drill. The next is the adding the manure and fertilizer. The substance which add to soil in the nutrients for the healthy growth of the plants are called manure and fertilizer. The nutrients are essential for the growth of the plants. Manure is organic substance and fertilizer is the chemical substance. The one question is arise here, how are these different from and which is the good for the crop? Fertilizer. Use of the fertilizer has helped the farmer to get better yield of the crop, for example paddy, wheat. But soil less fertilized, it is the source of the pollution. So it is not the good, more good as compared to the manure. But manure improve the soil texture as well as the water retaining capacity. It give the all nutrients. So it is the better than the fertilizer. The next is the irrigation. The water is important for the proper growth and development of the fruit, flowers and seed of the plants. Plants attain 90% water. Water is essential because germination of the seed. The supply of the water at the crop at a different interval is called the irrigation. Traditional method of the irrigations, pulley system, chain pump, rat. You see the picture? The modern method of the irrigation, that is the sprinkle system and the drip system. In the system of the sprinkle, it gets sprinkled on the crop as it if the raining. It is used for the sandy soil. The sprinkle system used uneven land where sufficient water is not available. The next is the drip system. Water is not wasted at all. It is the best technique for watering the flower, plants, garden and the tree. Drip system are used where availability of the water is the poor. The next is the protection from the seed, removal of the unwanted plants because weeds share the water, space, light and nutrients with the crop. So they damage the crop. Weeds are interference, even the harvesting. It may be poison for the animal and the human being. It is necessary to remove. The best time for the removal of the weeds is before they produce the flower and the seeds with the help of the different method. For example, the khurpi, a use of the chemical like 2,4-D. The next is the harvesting. The cutting of the crop after it is the mature is called the harvesting. Harvesting is our country by the sickle, by a machine are called the harvester. In the harvested crop, the grain seed need to be separated from the sap. This process is called the threshing. The separation of the grain and the sap by the winnowing. The next and the most important is the storage. The storage of the produce is important task. The grain are properly dried in the sun to reduce the moisturizer. Then it prevent the attack by the insect, pest, bacteria and fungi. Farmer storage of the grain of the different way like jute bag, metallic beans, dried neem, specific chemical treatment. Thank you. I hope you understand the chapter and solve the some questions. The first question is the difference between the kharif and rabi crop. Next is the difference between the manure and fertilizer. Write the basic practice of the crop production and the management. The next is the what is the irrigation and define the two type of the method. What is the weeds, harvesting and the threshing. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow.